Hey everyone, and welcome back to 21 Minute Reads with me, Maya D. The year is 2021, and as a way of loving myself and providing myself with some consistency in an ever changing world, I decided to participate in the Read 21 for 21. I began this year with reading this book right here, Dance Pedagogy for a Diverse World. This week I read pages 169 through the end, and I want to share with you my three takeaways from this reading. I hope that you have been tuning in for all of these videos. Remember to hit that alert button so that you get an alert when the next video posts. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to subscribe. Remember to drop something in a comment so we can have a dialogue about these three takeaways or anything else that was discussed. I wrote notes this time. Well, I write notes every time, but this time I'm going to read from my notes because these last pages really struck at my core where I am professionally and things that I would like to do. So my first takeaway, the power of word. I wrote, the term world dance as language supports Eurocentric infrastructures, othering other dance forms, and perpetuating institutional racism. Now, I can say that I think the term world dance is kind of a hangover, a leftover from another time, but it's time to let it go. Because what it does is it creates othering. So there's ballet, there's modern, and then there's everything else just lumped into. But here's my thing. If we are going to tell our students that study dance that they need to take ballet several times a week for 4 years, or modern dance several times a week for 4 years, because that's how long it takes to build technique, what are we saying to them when we tell them that they only need to take hip hop for 2 weeks or 8 weeks out of that year? What are we saying to them when we neglect to accept or to acknowledge that a lot of these dance forms carry traces, ballet and modern carry traces of those world dance forms, right? Those other dance forms. What are we saying? So I am currently working at my university to acknowledge this and develop words and language that better support our current ideals. Which brings me to my second point, practice versus performance. Movement practice as a term removes the hierarchy and imperialism, acknowledging that all movement practices are that they're practices. So some universities, some institutions have moved to, rather than using technique or genre, they use the term movement practices. I appreciate this because I think it acknowledges that all of these movement concepts require practice. That works in the dance world. So we as dancers, practitioners, and educators have to continue to push this language if we believe in it. We have to continue to push it because it's not always seen as sexy to people outside of the dance world. So people outside of the dance world like the term performance. It's a performance technique. It's a performance technique because it seems like it's that much more, when in all actuality, in order to get that performance technique, you had to practice, right? So you had to practice this movement thing, right? So they are synonymous, but people outside of our realm of dance don't always understand that. Which brings me to my third and final one, nomenclature. This struggle continues, but I am sure that as dance practitioners, we must name ourselves, self-identify. So whether it's movement traditions, body techniques, neurokinetic practices, or corporeal lineages, these terms were offered by Charlotte Griffith, we have to decide. I'm going to end this video with the very last line of the book. It is our time to decenter, disrupt, and challenge the world, or change the world, right? So I hope you help me make some positive change. Have a blessed day.